How was Brown's week?
Pretty tricky. To be honest, let's be honest, Brown couldn't get more unpopular if he recorded a song with James Blunt called I Like to Kill Puppies with Hammers.
Yeah, just get his cock out.
John Prescott came out, didn't he? John Prescott said, well, he's irreplaceable. We have no one with the talent to replace Brown. Get a 10-pin. Yeah, I sorted out the credit crunch. I lowered interest rates. But where do you make the coffee?
You know, the Tories aren't going to... the Tories are loving this, presumably. Yeah. They can't even attack Brown at the stage because he's so weak. It would actually look like bullying if they tried to make any points again.
When they did the Glasgow East by-election, the Tories, they couldn't attack Labour, but what they wanted to do was to get as few votes as possible so that the SNP would beat Labour. So Cameron turned up in Glasgow and said, Scottish people are too fat because you drink too much. And it's all your own fault. So you just sort of turned up and went, hello, Scotland, you fat bastards. But their party political broadcast in Scotland was just Cameron with Kenny Dalglish in a headlock, punching him in the face with the slogan, remember, Scotland, we own you.
So amidst all these general calls for his head, what is Brown doing now?
He's on holiday.
Yes, he is.
He's gone to Suffolk.
Now, immediately, by the way, we're not saying he immediately went on holiday. They're all on holiday now.
It's a scheduled vacation.
They attacked what he was wearing. Did you see that? They attacked. They're going, oh, you know, why is he not wearing shorts and a T-shirt? Yeah. What do they want him in, like a Borat-style mankini?
I'm sorry, but I think that's the best photo I've ever seen of Gordon Brown.
Absolutely.
I think he looks really cool.
I think he looks like
George Clooney.
What are we criticising them for? It's not like they can go and have a normal holiday. Yeah. You're not going to vote for someone who goes to Corfu and spit roasts an overweight club rep.
It's hard to have a normal holiday. Like, have you heard, even in Southwold, they're planning a human chain on the promenade to protest against Brown. Imagine that. How lame is that? Oh, I'm not going to the promenade, there's a human chain. I think in this country we're just really bad at, like, kicking off. There's a fuel crisis, and I watched it on TV, and he said, here in the queue, there's talk of riots. How can you have talk of riots in a queue? Right, we're going to riot, we're going to do it in alphabetical order. Oh, I nearly rioted out of turn, then.
I think that's a brilliant idea, because I think holidays are supposed to be relaxing. They're just the most stressful thing in the world. Just leaving your home is so filled with stress, because you suddenly feel that you have to unplug everything. You suddenly feel your television will blow up in your absence, despite the fact that no one's ever heard of a television blowing up when someone's holiday. You sleep safe and sound at bed in night, not thinking my TV could blow up. And then before you go, have you unplugged the TV? And you unplug everything in your home, except the fridge. We trust the fridge. What is it about the fridge? You think the fridge wouldn't do this to me?
Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Nigel, which category would you like?
I'll take sport.
OK, cool. Sport. The topic is sport. The answer is 12.8 million. What is the question?
Is it the average size of an Asian family?
Is it, now he's PM, how much would Boris Johnson fetch if he was sold to a stud farm?
Is it how much Dara O'Brien should be paid for hosting Mock the Week?
No, stop. Oh. I couldn't take that kind of pay cut. My children need wine.
Is it how many times when trying to buy alcohol have I had to say the phrase, would a 17-year-old have a nectar card?
Is it how many years has the last 3 years felt like?
Is it if Amazon made 12.8 million, how much would they have left after they'd paid their tax?
Is it what does Kim Jong-un's heart rate leap to if he senses biscuits?
Is it how many men on Twitter will see my Olga cockpit as an invitation?
Not just men.
Bring your own cock.
I always do.
It's funny when she brings a cock. I bring the place I brought my cock and didn't get a laugh at all.
All right, what is the actual question?
Is it how much does Lewis Hamilton claim back in petrol receipts at the end of a Formula 1?
Is it how many people watch the rugby?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much, Louise. Very good. Yes, the question I was looking for was how many people watched England in the Rugby World Cup final, which they lost. This is the news that on Saturday, 12.8 million people tuned in to see South Africa defeat England in Yokohama. Did you watch the final? Yes?
Yeah, although, you know, it was difficult, wasn't it? It was England against South Africa, the Rainbow Nation. I haven't watched a lot of rugby. Where was Zippy and Bungle?
He could put the rugby ball in his mouth and zip it up and run.
Wait, sorry, South Africa won the Rugby World Cup?
Yes, it did.
According to Russian television, we won 61-0.
The thing is that it's just like watching the way they spoke after all the players spoke after it. It's so different. There's such a different level of how eloquent they are. The rugby players after it are just like, we were powered by the gust of 1,000 winds. We took heed. A nation behind us. We took heed and we battled. You ask a footballer, a footballer could have won the World Cup. And you go, how did you think that went? And they go, yeah, well, basically, we just put our circle in that rectangle more than the foreigners. Be like, eh?
Unlikely things to hear on a history documentary.
The Russians had Lemsip. The Americans had night nurse. This was the Cold War.
And it was in this humble florist that the War of the Roses began.
Guy Fawkes' bid to blow up the Houses of Parliament failed when he realised his body was made of jumpers and his head was an old football.
Tonight on Bruce Forsyth's History of Britain, Boadicea, Decea Bode!
Horatio Nelson, one arm, one eye. A tragic example of what can happen if you fall asleep and someone finds your organ donor card.
Welcome to Biggest Historical Boobs with me, Katie Price.
Tonight, I intend to find out exactly what did happen to Hitler's other ball. And my search begins right here in the Albert Hall.
And on Time Team tonight, we're in Stratford-on-Avon, where we've uncovered loads of monkey skeletons and some typewriters.
When Hitler started writing Mein Kampf, he intended it to be a light-hearted romp called Carry On Camping.
John F. Kennedy, Indira Gandhi, John Lennon. If history teaches us anything, it's that if you don't want your child assassinated, don't name them after an airport.
To be honest, I'm not interested in all this old nonsense, really, but since the end of Blackadder, the work's been fairly hard to come by.
It's hard to believe that this crumbling old ruin presented Weakest Link for as long as she did.
Of course, the Bronze Age was the third best age in history.
And now the documentary that every Channel 5 commissioner has dreamt of. Did Hitler sink the Titanic?
We've been digging in this field in Hampshire for 3 weeks, and we've found this one piece of crockery, which tells us we desperately need to get laid.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear over a tannoy.
We apologise to customers who have recently alighted at Northampton. I opened the wrong doors.
Could all the people shopping here at Asda please accept that you are piss poor?
Clean up required in the magazine aisle between loaded and nuts.
Would the parents of the lost child please pick him up from the meeting point? Madonna is trying to buy him.
I'd like to remind customers that our special offer this week is 100% off German bean sprouts.
If you would like to upgrade to first class, then you should have worked harder at school and got a better job.
Could the small boy holding the owl stop running at the wall between platforms 9 and 10?
Would the man on pump number 4 please remove the nozzle from the backside of the man on pump number 6?
Could the owner of the Ford Fiesta 1100 in the car park with the tinted windows and the go faster stripes sort your life out, mate? Will you?
I can't remember what the code is. Would Mr. Fire please report? Please report to the kitchen. That's Mr. Out of Control Fire. Please report to the kitchen before it's too late. I don't want to start a panic.
The train now approaching platforms 3, 4 and 5 is the derailed train from Swansea.
Would the owners of a black Jaguar please move it as it's attacking the customers?
This is your captain speaking. You can now turn on your mobile phones as you'll need to text your loved ones goodbye as we plummet into the sea.
Things you wouldn't hear at a school assembly.
OK, today we're going to have a special outing. So, Miss Williams, if you'd like to tell everybody why you're a lesbian.
We welcome a new member of staff today. He has no arms and no legs and no body, and we will call him the Head.
Would whoever's milkshake is bringing all the boys to the yard please stop it?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, boys and girls. I've just had a shit the size of a baby seal.
If you are found in possession of cocaine, you will be given 100 lines. No, wait.
And today in the after-school club, we're going to be using paper mache to make a mother that actually loves you enough to pick you up at 3 o'clock.
I'm delighted to say that during the summer holidays, Mr. Wang married Miss Kerr. His nickname will remain the same.
A wise man once said, boys and girls, that if you try your hardest, you can fulfil your dreams. Generally, that's true. Not for you, though, Tom. You can't read. So...
And today, everyone, we have a new boy. Now, for some reason, whatever reason, he's been to a lot of schools, so be kind to him. Will you please make your way to the front? Richard Poo Willie.
A word about registers. Most of the staff are on one.
So that is how you put on a condom. But, sir, shouldn't you have used a cucumber? Not with that E. coli kicking around.
Sorry I'm late. I just had a bit of a run-in with an interactive whiteboard. It told me to fuck off.
I've had all your mums.
The next topic is unlikely things to hear on a TV talent show.
Tonight, I'm going to be climbing a step ladder.
You're right. I can't sing. Thanks.
I'd like to dedicate this song to a friend of mine who was run over last week and is in hospital. The wheels of the bus go round and round, round and round.
I've got an ability that no one on this planet has. That's Ant, that's Deck.
It was like Elvis was in the building. You're fat and there's a stench of death.
Well, Peter, it's not what everyone would call entertainment, but you are one hell of an assassin.
I thought you hit the high notes really, really well. Be interesting to see if you can still do that when I haven't got your nuts in a clamp.
Hello. Where's my double act partner? Oh, he's in here. Feeling nothing more than feeling. Trying to fall.
When you said you were going to ride a donkey...
Yes, I have been on the show before. I was once trapped in somebody else's underpants, going, feeling.
That was an exceptional performance, and the way that you have overcome your blindness is truly inspirational. But this is a chip shop, the X Factor audition.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think you're all terrible, OK? All of you, you're completely dreadful. I don't know what you're doing. Especially you, Hasselhoff. What have you done since Baywatch?
And as well as that, I can unzip the top of my head. It's where I keep my pyjamas.
I know you said you were a Gary Glitter tribute act, but we weren't expecting you to do that.
Unlikely questions from this year's exams.
Discuss the metaphysical meaning of the following poem. My friend Billy has a 10-foot willy.
Would you like this exam to be A, multiple choice, or not?
The Bronte sisters. Shag, marry, push off a cliff.
Discuss the following. The Nazis got all their ideas from the History Channel.
Who was the chap in the A team who would not get on the aeroplane? Was it A, B, or B, A?
If a bank loses £60 billion in a 6-month period, using numbers that you've plucked out of thin air, work out what the chief executive's bonus will be.
Napoleon, a small man or a long way away?
Quantify n in terms of q when q is a positive integer that dissects a parabolic curve.
How's your lucky pencil case now?
What's the name of that round thing that they throw in the Olympics? Discuss.
Draw a diagram of the genitalia of the male elephant. Use all 30 sheets of paper provided.
Biology. Without singing, what is the knee bone connected to?
Explain the use of juxtaposition in Macbeth. Alternatively, write down everything you know about Macbeth in a blind panic because you've got no idea what the word juxtaposition is.
Drama. Question 1. What was it that first made you want to become a waiter?
What is your PIN number?
The next
topic is unlikely things for a continuity announcer to say.
And now, to upset children everywhere, it's Peppa Pig in pepper sauce.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Nigella will be back at the same time next week.
Up next, Ryan Giggs appears on Footballers' Wives.
Next up on Channel 4, live from Switzerland, it's Come Die With Me.
And now for a special episode of Planet Earth, where 6 chimpanzees will watch David Attenborough have sex.
And now is the time I have to be extremely careful, because the next programme is about Roald Dahl, genius behind Willy Wanker's Chuck Bollers.
Next on the History Channel, World War II in colour. Look away if you don't want to know how it ends.
Just to clear up some confusion for our regular viewers, ITV 2+1 is not the same as ITV3.
First, though, there's a serial killer on the loose in Balamory.
If you've been affected by some of the issues in EastEnders, they must have been acting it better than they usually do.
And now, Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares for the hard of hearing.
You're watching the Dignitas channel. For God's sake, don't press the red button.
Next up, it's Bargain Hunt, which is also rhyming slang for the bloke who presents it.
Right now, Kate Humble's in the lambing shed.
Oh. Unlikely lines from children's books.
Yes, it is sad. I used to be on Top Gear, said Stig of the Dump.
Jack, do you have any more of those beans?
A Stringfellow? What's a Stringfellow? A Stringfellow? Why, didn't you know it has tanned leather skin and a massive libido and bad 80s hair and a grin like a pedo?
This little piggy went to market, and this little piggy stayed at home, and this little piggy went and died horribly of swine flu.
Let's learn the alphabet. A is for adopted, like you. B is for basmati.
And as Eeyore put the noose around his neck.
No, I don't think you should shave, Bilbo, said Frodo. Those feet need waxing.
Yes, yes, Grandma. What a big TV screen you got. Said Little Red Riding Hoodie.
Who's been sleeping in my bed? Said Daddy Bear. Well, said Mummy Bear, it's been your brother Ryan, and he's a much better shag than you are.
I want to go to Tottenham, said Max. That's where the wild things are.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or as we like to call them, the Sugar Babes.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a handsome young prince named Dara.
Gaddafi!
The railway children gesticulated wildly at the driver. You've left us behind, you wanker!
Oh dear, said Postman Pat. I've just had sex with my cat Jess. I should have gone to Specsavers.
And so Emily learned. If she'd just been a nicer little girl, Mummy and Daddy would never have got divorced.
Do you know what? Said the very hungry caterpillar. This gastric band has changed my life.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things for a sports commentator to say.
And there's just yet another Grand Slam victory for Andy Murray.
And now we come to the javelin. If you're watching in 3D, you might want to look away now.
And here we are at the women's football, but while you're enjoying the game, please spare a thought for all the men at home who are going without dinner this evening.
Well, he's stroked that through the covers. Surely it would have been easier just to pull back the duvet.
And here at the British Grand Prix, we've already had a couple of fatalities. Yes, 2 of the crowd have died of boredom.
Lewis Hamilton is 3 seconds ahead, but there's trouble at turn 17 as Dastardly and Muttley have dug a pit.
I'm here at the Green Court Bowls, and I've started cutting myself.
He's got the right hook in, he's got the left hook in, and he's finally finished putting up those curtains.
Well, welcome back after the break. You haven't missed much, just the entire Indian innings.
Now let's go back to Henley, where Claire Balding is standing with 2 cocks.
There's Rio Ferdinand. What a tackle! But enough from me. I really should let these lads continue getting changed.
Alex Ferguson has substituted Wayne Rooney. Of course, not the first time Rooney has been pulled off by a 69-year-old.
Well, what a result. The UK Somalian has beat America's Kenyan to show that the Africans aren't going to have it all their own way.
Thanks for all those fantastic statistics there, Motty. Now go and get a fucking life.
Unlikely agony aunt letters.
Dear Deirdre, I have recently become obsessed with a woman and begun stalking her. Look out of the window.
My partner won't give me oral sex, which is really annoying, because that's the only reason I formed a coalition with him in the first place.
My wife says I don't feel anything, which is a problem. And there was something else. Oh, yes, I'm on fire.
I'm 26, my girlfriend's 36. Is 10 years too big an age gap? Because her daughter's 16, she's a right little soul.
I have recently met a woman who makes me feel young again. She's 167.
Dear Deirdre, I'm from Nigeria, and I'm fed up of Mickey Flanagan mocking my accent.
Dear Auntie, I'm a very, very nervous person, and sudden noises really startle me. In fact, even if I hear a buzzer, a bit of wee comes out.
My mates are all getting into drugs, but I don't know what to do. Should I charge them mates rates or just normal prices?
Dear Deirdre, I am a control freak. What should I do? I'll tell you what I should do. I am 96, but I'm convinced that young women fancy me. Do I have penile dementia?
I've been wanting to come and see you for a long time, but I can't get out of the chair!
I am a man trapped inside the body of a woman. Could you tell us, please, how to get out of position 43 of the Kama Sutra?
I work in the public sector, and I'm really worried about my pension.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear at Wimbledon.
Well, at 2 sets down, let's see what he's got in his locker. He's not going to be there for about 20 minutes. I've got a crowbar.
Serena Williams has been seeded. You've got to admire the bravery of that bloke.
Hello, I'm Sue Barker. You may remember my father, Chew Barker.
Well, they say that the All England Club is a bit behind the times, and that's why this small boy has just had his hand chopped off for stealing a strawberry.
I am a tennis umpire and gay, and it wasn't easy to come out.
What a fantastic slice, but I do think the All England Club will insist she wears knickers again next year.
Fuck off, Tim!
Well, how did the umpire get up there? I think he must have used a set bladder.
Of course, this year the British players play a lot better. If we look at this graph, we see huge biceps and an angry... Sorry, Steffi, wrong graph.
And for any of our Scottish viewers, what you can see there in that glass of Pimm's is fruit.
Andy Murray here. Andy Murray not being able to make it here today, but we do have his cab driver on the other line. Can you tell us what's occurred? I can't get out of the cab!
The next round is called Picture of the Week. I show the panel a topic and image and ask them to tell me what's happening. So, teams, who is this and why were they in the news this week?
Is he saying, in Greece we play air bouzouki?
I think he's probably saying, that referendum, Alexander, that was a pointless answer.
I think he's saying, I know we're in a lot of debt, but at least can I just have some water?
Come on, people, come on!
I think he might actually be saying the worst thing is that the Germans have made me stand in this top hat.
It looks a bit like Angela Merkel's playing the piano while he sings. Sing for me!
This is how you shall earn back the money.
Yeah.
Sing it again!
It looks to me, he actually looks at me, and even though Angela Merkel is looking at him, he looks at me like he's just got there. I'm just like, I'll give that a few minutes about it.
That's all this Greek food I eat. or he's just going, sorry, can anyone pay for the cabbie? He's just waiting outside.
Hurry up, meter's running.
Yeah. He'll explode a light if you don't pay him. Nice to see Angela Merkel letting her guard down, though, isn't it? Okay.
Come on, she's chilled out. She's dressed as a minion.
Very ironically, Angela Merkel addresses a million. Yes, after almost 17 hours of talks in Brussels, a tenuous agreement between the EU and Greece has been reached. A long, all-night thing, all-night thing. The tensest moment, by the way, of the all-night thing is when they went, oh, my God, I'm exhausted. Could somebody get me a sugary drink? And said, yeah, but that's another 20% of the tax. We'll never be free of this.
They were all-night talks, and what they kept referring to them in the papers as marathon talks, which really just hammers it home for the Greeks. That's a big cruel irony there.
Yeah,
exactly. Marathon talks, because the Battle of Marathon, the Greeks won.
They did. Well, it wasn't them, was it? It was two bits of... It was Athens versus Sparta, wasn't it?
They were versus the Persians.
Oh, OK, they were versus the Persians.
Yeah, at the Battle of Marathon.
Can I be on that team? It's boring over here.
Really This is the answer. What is the question? On the board are 6 categories. Reese, which category would you like?
I will have politics, please.
Politics? Very hot right now, politics. The answer is 8. What is the question?
Is it, how many people does Diane Abbott think are in S Club 7?
Is it, how many bottles of champagne did Theresa May pour down the sink on Thursday?
Is it, how many days will Richard Hammond now have to spend renewing his car insurance?
He's fine. Is it, how old was I when my parents forgot to take me on holiday and I had to defend the house against some burglars?
Really? How many burglars?
And 2 of them. I had to booby-trap the whole place. And I'm not proud of this. I damn near killed them.
Is it, what would the voting age have to be for Corbyn to have won the election?
Is it how many people still think this whole Brexit thing was a good idea?
Is it the number of times Jeremy Corbyn has shouted, now this is strong and stable for you, whilst grabbing his cock and balls?
Feels that the sentiment is accurate, but yet somehow I just don't see him doing it.
That's a very risque joke coming from me tonight, given that I've come dressed as a brown reverend.
You are. Reverend is your look. Is it the supermodel got fired because she what?
Is it how many...
Are you booing him or society?
Is it an all-supermodel audience?
Yes.
No.
You don't boo that, it's just called you all fat.
He literally called you ugly. And he's not a reverend. He can't do... That's not God talking right there, right?
Beware the wrath of the chocolate vicar of Dibley.
I thought it was only my family that said that.
Is it, how many times an hour do I watch that gif of Jeremy Corbyn high-fiving a boob? I love it. Imagine what he would have done if he'd won.
Is it, when I took my driving test, how many minors did I hit?
Is that even the actual correct answer is?
Yes. Yeah. How many days till the next election? More correctly, how many seats is Theresa May short of an overall majority?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much. The next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Nathan, which category would you like?
It's got to be sport, please.
OK, cool. Your category is sport. The answer is 1 billion. What is the question?
How many white people apologised to me when 12 Years Slave was in cinema?
Really sorry.
I don't know him. It's cool, don't worry.
Is it how many pounds in cash did the Queen hide under her bed when she'd seen that Jeremy Corbyn had been elected leader?
Her family security is at risk.
How does someone with a cold say 1 million?
could be what caused the financial crisis in the first place.
Is it how many wives would Henry VIII have had if he'd been on Tinder?
I shall have her. And I shall have her. Am I even flicking the right way out? I shall have her. OK. Oh, thank you. Okay.
Or is it how many crisps can you eat before you bleed to death? Having a spiky poo.
Is it from a spiky poo?
Or as the Scots call it, bitey shitey.
Is it what is the first thing that happens in Billy Elliot the musical? 1 billion.
Is it how many of Hillary Clinton's emails were actually spam asking her if she wanted to increase her penis size?
Is it how many traces of urine are there in a peanut bowl in a piss on your hands club? Is that one?
It's the right answer!
Is it how many times since Saturday has Andy Burnham gone, bollocks?
Can we move towards the correct answer, please?
OK. How many tracks are there on the compilation album The Best of Sound?
It's got to be the answer, right?
It was only released.
We now have to think
this week.
of things to improvise around that now.
Oh, this really is the best of sound.
I think it's how much income will be generated by the Rugby World Cup.
That's absolutely right, Hugh. Thank you very much. Cheers. Totally right. Here we go. The first subject is things you didn't hear at the Queen's Jubilee.
And look at that, a sea of red, white and blue as thousands of hyperactive children vomit up the icing from the Jubilee.
You can't help thinking that nationalism may have gone a little too far. The flotilla is now anchored off France, ready to invade Calais.
And we hear recently that the Queen's dogs have done a complete overhaul of the palace plumbing system. Mercifully, they're corgi registered.
Come in, number 46. Your time is up.
And now's our chance to join in lustily with the second verse of the national anthem. On to be served. Ma, the Queen.
Yes, Doc. So if I say I've got a bladder infection, will it work? Oh, excellent. I can't stand Gabby Barlow.
Harry, when I told you to put on your uniform, I didn't mean that one.
And it's amazing to think, isn't it? She is 86 years old. Please give it up one more time. Annie Lennox.
And this is a real Jubilee mug. A man who's paid £25 for a Jubilee mug.
Awful scenes before the concert as a rather embarrassing fat man has jumped onto the stage. He's pulling faces and mouthing to Robbie Williams records. Oh.
And the Queen places the diamond in the stand, lighting the final Jubilee beacon. Now she enters the Crystal Dome and tries to collect as many golden coupons as she can.
And the boats spread out over the vast space of the Thames like thoughts in Fern Cotton's head.
Ah, there she is, Her Majesty the Queen. Where else could you see an 86-year-old standing for hours just waiting to be seen? Well, any NHS hospital.
OK. It is identity theft.
Like, the simplest things now you can't do without the threat of identity fraud. Like getting a passport. I went to get a new passport, queued for 2 hours, got to the front of the queue, and they said, sorry, you can't use this photo, it's not valid. Why? Your face is too big. This is my face is normal. Right? It's a normal size. I have a beaky nose, but I can't stab someone with that. But because of terror, there's all these rules now for passport photos. Your face can't be too close to the camera. You can't be smiling too much. You can't have a hat on, gun, all this, right? Like, what do you mean my face is too big? OK, immigration officials, maybe not the brightest people in the world, are they really going to look at your passport and go, yeah, that looks like you, except this man's face is massive? If this was you, you'd be a bloody giant.
Well done, Mark. OK, let's spin the wheel again. And the subject is terror threat. Joe Coffey.
I've been given quite a lot of thought to the whole suicide bomber situation. Now, what I'm thinking about particularly is their award of 72 virgins, because I think they haven't really thought this through. Because what the suicide bomber is imagining as a virgin may be very different in reality. Because do you know who's also a virgin? My Auntie Joyce in Dublin. She's 67 and lives with 14 cats. I don't think that's what they've got in mind. But I think that would truly be divine justice. You've blown yourself up, you get to heaven, what's your reward? My Auntie Joyce. And she's keen. She's waited a long time. When you've done me, there's 71 of my friends from the church need doing as well. You'll have to do Bridget from behind. She's on a Zimmer frame now.
Joe Coffey! It has been the most relentlessly negative on both side campaigns. Like, whatever. Genuinely, very, very quick quiz, right? As to who said it. If do we say or do we go, right? Do we remain, do we leave? Who threatened what, right? Britain be landed with a £2.4 billion bill. Is it if we remain or if we leave?
That's leave.
No, that's if we remain. According to Boris Johnson, Britain lose 3 million jobs if we remain or if we leave.
Leave.
Yeah, that's very good. That's what the Remain campaign said. The value of homes will drop by a fifth if we remain or if we leave.
Oh, that was on Homes Under the Hammer.
Yes. There'll be fewer curry chefs if we remain or if we leave. There will be fewer curry chefs.
Curry, that famously European dish.
Do you think if we leave?
Bad enough you stole our country, white people! Carry on.
If you say leave, it's if we remain. According to Priti Patel, the Leave campaign, they'll be starved of high-quality chefs by immigration policy. It'll cost each household £9,000 a year. Remain or leave?
Remain said that.
Remain said that, you're right, not leave. Yeah. Are you following all this?
The only word I understood from that was curry. I've got no
idea. Even to the extent that people go, the value of homes in the UK will drop by a fifth, and then lots of people went, oh, great. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Because then people can afford to buy homes. Oh, we hear about people not being able to afford to buy homes. No, it's a bad thing. Oh, it's a bad thing now. OK, wait, yeah, is it a bad thing?
Some of the facts that
we don't even know if things are good or bad.
It worries for Brexit. One of the big fears they've got is that Europe keeps on expanding. So they keep on adding countries. And there is some, you know, there is some worry about that because Australia came second in Eurovision.
I think the problem... Well, you've got this John Major having a go at Boris Johnson, which is a blue on blue, did they call that?
Yeah,
I didn't understand what that was, and I was going to Google it, but then I thought, I don't know what kind of porn I'm going to try. The last thing I want to do is go, oh, Anthony Costa, you're better than that.
It's Smurfs. It's the magic flute.
What I mainly feel about it, though, is that basically we have got to make this last 3 weeks. on this programme.
Yes.
We can't use all these jokes now. This effectively for us is tantric satire. Very easy.
OK. We're going to hold back. All right. Our next round is called Newsreel. We play in a recent piece of footage featuring people in the news and ask Hugh to suggest what might be being said. This week's clip features the Prince of Wales.
Right, here we go. Next pub, 5 down, 4 to go, 6 pints in each. Oh, what an enormous television. You can put your hand right through. How do you do that? Is it 3D? It's very real. Look.
That's because we are real, you see. There's a serving hutch in a pub.
Yes, I knew that. Anyway, I tell you what, I'll have a pint of that, please.
That is a charity collecting tin.
Yes, I knew that. In that case, I'll have whatever's in the barrel. A pint of clunge plunger, please. A packet of porky scratchings. And listen, got any biscuits, touchy originals? I don't have to pay for them, you see, because I own the company. Anyway, I was saying to these fellas here, I only drink warm bitter at the moment. Yes, well, you would if you spent 4 hours on a sodding royal barge. Yes, feel that. Still freezing. It's weeks ago. Freezing. Feel my hands. Oh, look, lovely. Here's a pint of bitter. I love bitter, don't you? It's almost as British as Will.I.am wants to be. Anyway, down the hatch. Get it down, you Zulu warrior. And it's... Oh, no, that's a bit off, I think. Yes, I tell you what, I think the old pipes need a bit of a clean. As they said to Prince Philip. I tell you what, here's a question. Are pints getting smaller, or is my hand getting bigger? Show me the way to go home. Can you show me the way to go home? To be honest, it could be almost anywhere, because I have an enormous number of homes. I tell you what, why don't you join us on the next stage of the pub crawl? I think it might be the Crown and the Sceptre. It's as close as I'm going to get to either of them.
Well done, Hugh. Well done, mate.
Enjoying the Moscow weather, William? I don't understand. Why aren't we in a car? Well, we can't. There's one road in, one road out. After the pasty thing, we can't afford another U-turn. Never mind, it won't matter. Now, I am David Cameron, Prime Minister of Great Britain. This is William Hague, Phil Mitchell look-alike. We're here to meet Vladimir Putin and the other fella.
Oh, yes, well, you say you are Prime Minister, yet you do not have a car.
Yes, no, we haven't come in a car.
Even the Greeks have a car, and their economy is shit.
Well, no, please let us in. He is expecting us, so if you could show us to the gatehouse.
So, this is the inside of the fearsome Kremlin. Can't see why it's so frightening. Perhaps people have never been to Barnsley.
So, Vladimir, lovely to see you. Didn't recognise you with a shirt on. Not riding a horse.
Yes, come and meet the others. Hello, Hague. Hello, Natalia.
Yes, how do you do? I am David. I am the British. Hello, how do you do? I am David Cameron. I am the British. Not one handshake. Well, never mind, David. You've only lost a bit of pride. At least you haven't mislaid your child again. I've come to think of it. I wonder where she... Never mind. Let's listen to what...
So, Comrade Cameron, your mission is complete. Now phase 2. You will travel to Washington. You will give Obama a present he is not expecting.
Oh, my God, he's gone completely mad. So, never mind. Carry on as normal. Don't eat any sushi. So, right. Vladimir, we are very pleased to be here at this historic time for both our countries. We wish to foster trade links between our two great nations. Russia and Britain are uniquely matched in that you have lots of money, and we are quite happy for you not to pay any tax at all. So, could you translate that, please?
Yes, certainly. He says you are a criminal who rigged the election and you should rot in jail.
No, I didn't say that. I was mistranslated. I was talking about trade links. Yes, he says you'll dress like a girl and you'll smell like a meerkat. Yeah. Kill him.
Thank you very much, Chip.
Oh, put him down, Camilla. I'm sorry she's insatiable. Anyway, I meant to give you this. I don't know why. I don't care.
Oh, look at this. This is lovely. This is like a lovely Christmas present. Goodness, my voice is even lower than normal. I wonder if they have any strepsils. By the way, I have already paid for this. I'm not walking off with it.
Oh, for goodness sake, Camilla, put them down. It's a compulsion. We haven't got any money.
Oh, no, please, if you could just pop them in the bag, that'd be thank you so much. Lovely, thank you.
Just a quick word in your shell light, Your Royal Highness. That is, in fact, the fourth carrier bag your wife has filled with Christmas goodies. So far, she hasn't paid us for any of them. It's a charity event.
Well, don't worry, I'll just write you a pretend IOU. I normally prefer to play the way I handle my relationship with my mother. Contactless. You take your hat off and you bow. That's what you do. Hat off, bow. It may be Christmas, but I'm still the Prince of Wales. Yes.
Oh, look at these. These are lovely. Would you give me a small furry aviator? Could I have one, please? No. Miserable wanker.
Hello, Camilla. We got all the goods you asked us to obtain for you.
That's lovely. Are they all here? Oh, what a lovely puppy. Could I have the puppy? Look at these dogs. What lovely dogs. Could I have the dogs?
Hi, Barack Obama. Vote for me in November. Don't vote for Mitt. His name sounds like an oven glove. So, say, David, you like to shoot hoops? Yes, well, actually, I'm just fearfully posh. I like to shoot almost everything. Riding, really. I've got an ex-police horse I can borrow. Yes, anyway, my name's David. I'm just chillaxing with Barack. Yes. We've got a special relationship. Not in that way, of course. No, the Church of England would go mad. No, You'll have to forget David. He's never been to a ball game before. He doesn't know the rules. Yeah. Well, I like netball. In fact, I prefer football. Yes. Hey, you! You better shut your mouth. Yeah? Shut your mouth. That's what I say. Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry if I...
You better tell your limey friend to shut his mouth. I'm going to shut it for him. You can take that Beckham with him. Yeah. Okay, he says, would you shut the fuck up?
He's serious, is he? I see.
So, say, have you got one of these? This is a medal I got for killing Osama bin Laden with my bare hands. Yeah, I did that. I killed. Vote for me in November. I killed Osama with my bare hands. You want one? I got drawers full of this shit in the White House. Yeah, that's... So, Dave, you ever killed a man with your bare hands? Well, I've thought of killing Nick a couple of times. Seems the kindest thing to do, really. Put him out of his misery. God, it's hot in here. I'm as hot as a pasty with VAT on it.
Tell me,
Hang on a minute. I'm almost certain I had my daughter with me when I came in here.
All right, no hard feelings. I only shagged her once. Yeah, she's a lovely girl.
The tactics, pass to Rooney, don't let Heskey shoot. And you here, Sean Wright Phillips, what are you doing here? I picked Walcott. Right, you lot go and train. I will announce the team 15 seconds before kickoff.
So, I'm going to see if I can get this right this time. So, here we go. All right. Once you... What comes next? Once you... I can't get this. Once you...
Yeah, don't worry about that, Wayne. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll show you some moves that the girls love. You ready? Look at that. Bring me sunshine in your smile. No, they love that, the girls. I'll tell you what, I could be on that Strictly Come Dancing. Look at that, eh? Anton Dubek, you stuff that up your jacksie. Hey, I wonder if somebody's burgling me house while I'm here.
Hey, Wayne, how is your anger management going? It's important, I know.
Hey, piss off, Fabio.
Here's another thing I tell the girls, like, they love a bit of thigh. Did you see that? They love a bit of thigh, the girls, they love it. And, yeah, I'll tell you what I'm doing, I'm warming up, but I tell you what, it's not for football. No, it's not. I can't seem to get... I can't go in the same direction as everybody. So that's right, left, right, left. I can't seem to get it at all. Left. Here's another one that goes lovely. Look at that. I'll tell you what I call that the leg over. Do you like that? They love that, the girls. They love it. Here's another one. Look, I bow before your beauty. The girls love that.
How come we are so shit?
Our next round is called Newsreel. We play in a recent piece of footage featuring people in the news and ask you to suggest what might be being said. This week's clip features Peter Mandelson.
Well, welcome, Lord Mandelson, to the new Labour election HQ. We've got everything that you asked for. We've got an area for phone polling, we've got an area for leaflets, we've got an area for envelope stuffing, and, of course, we have begun work, as requested, on the machine. Oh, the machine. When will it be finished? Well, we just started the installation. It should be ready by the middle of next month. Ah, as soon as that. That's beyond my wildest imagination. Just one question, though. We're not quite sure. You know, what is the machine? The machine? Yes. We never built one. So, you know, what exactly does the machine? Let me explain. The machine. Soon my enemies will be rounded up and fed into the machine. It will suck their brains dry, and I will be the most powerful politician in the world. It's just a machine for sucking dry the brains of politicians. Is that how... Yes. And this is where I will watch it from. Revenge will be mine, Harry Potter. Are you going to put glass in this? Only I don't want to get splashed.
And well done, Hugh.
It's Margaret Beckett, isn't it? From the first Labour government. Do you know, I'm beginning to wonder how recent this footage actually is. Well, only a train in a box. That's odd. Mummy normally gives me a Twix and a lump of organic cheese. Still, never mind. Stick that on eBay.
So this will be your driver, Dave.
Hello, Dave. I love you. So you drive this, do you? Yes, I bet you've got a tale or two to tell.
Yeah, well, actually, it has been hairy a couple of times.
I bet it has. Yes. Do you know, I quite fancy doing your job.
Yes, and I quite fancy doing your job.
Well, that's not going to fucking happen, is it? Can I have a go?
No, I'm afraid it's against regulations.
Is it? Is it? Now, Dave, think very carefully. Yes, I think that's the right answer. Nobody wants to be force-fed organic biscuits. Anyway, let's have some fun. This is an impression. This is the British economy. It's going backwards. Don't worry, I understand about trains. Now, tell me, Dave, can this go sideways?
Backwards and forwards. Just backwards and forwards. Why don't we just concentrate on driving the train? So just push the lever forward if you could.
It's a lever, is it? I thought it was an enormous licorice allsort. What do? Just push it forward, do I? Oh, yes, look, we're going. Well, this is a piece of piss, Dave. You're stealing a living. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, my arm's stuck. I think... Hang on, Dave, my arm's locked. David, my arm... Dave, my arm... I can't stop. My arm's locked. His arm's locked. My arm's locked. I can't... Oh, my God, where are the brakes? Where are the brakes? They're out of control. I can't stop it. Got you there, didn't I, Dave?
Well done, you did it. Now we play a round called Thief of Gagdad. This game involves Ed, Jack, Andy and Russell, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performers' stand-up skills. We spin our news generator. It settles on a topic and anyone can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge to produce the funniest stuff. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. First subject is sleep. Edbert.
Does anyone here sleep with someone who snores? Yes. Well, I envy you, because I lie awake next to someone who snores. My wife snores terribly, and part of what keeps me awake is lying there going, how do you sleep through this? I can't sleep through it, I'm only next to it. The noise is inside your head. And how come you can sleep through that? But the sound of me making a sandwich in our kitchen, that wakes you up. There is no way me making a sandwich makes more noise than you're making right now. She snores. So she said the cutest thing to me one time, though. She says, do I not sound like a kitten purring? Bless. No. You sound like a cat drowning in porridge. If I had a kitten made that noise, I'd put it down. Apparently she had her nose broken a couple of times when she was a kid. Didn't teach her, she's still bleeding snores.
Thank you very much, Ed. OK, let's spin the wheel again. Subject is health. Andy Parsons.
With flu jabs now, what they do, don't they, is they put a little bit of flu into you to help you combat the flu. I was thinking by that argument, surely you should be able to have the odd cake to help you fight obesity. Because let's face it, you can do too much exercise, can't you? You know, did you see Madonna's arms? They didn't look right, did they? It's like half human, half Terminator. Of course, that's the problem when you're always picking up small African children going, no, no, no.
Thank you very much, Andy. OK, the leads are Russell and Jack. Let's spin the wheel. The next subject is television. Who wants to come into that? Jack.
I get very frustrated with pretty much everything on television. I find adverts at the moment particularly annoying, like the banking adverts, because they're trying to portray bankers as being nice people. Like, they've got this one at the moment for, like, a mobile bank that travels around the country, and you walk in and there's your friendly local bank manager acting like a hairdresser, like, nattering away. You know, you walk up to the till, it's like, oh, how was your holiday? I went camping. Oh, why did you go camping? Because you lost all of my money! Decided the only option I've got is just to not watch TV at all, because everything annoys me. And I've got quite a lot of people that pressure me into doing that as well. Like my dad, he's quite old-fashioned. He's always saying, you don't need to watch television. You should do other things, better things, more edifying things. Don't watch TV, Jack. You should read. Read the great novels. They're entertaining, they're educational. Even read the Bible. The Bible is engrossing. It's enthralling. The stories of Jesus, they're encapsulating, they're invigorating. I'm like, no, Dad. If I wanted to be entertained by 12 people sat round a table trying to impress some bearded Jewish know-it-all that thinks he's some kind of deity, I will watch The Apprentice.
Thank you very much, Jack Whitehall. OK, Russell, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. That's fitness.
Could have been camel toes. Now, I was in the gym the other day. I was in a locker room, and a 5-year-old boy ran in and jumped into a locker. Now, sometimes you know you're just going to have an incident, right? You could hear him in there giggling, and you knew what he was going to do. He was going to jump out and scare his mates, because his mates appeared seconds later, like, where's Stephen gone? Where's Stephen? He was there a minute ago. This is most irregular. And he waited, not for his mates, but for 3 huge naked men. It was fantastic. They were kind of walking past, and this little kid leapt at those men like a cat with rabies. It was incredible, right? Just from nowhere, the noise they made, I've never heard a noise like it. They sounded like a tugboat getting molested. It was like, His long-suffering dad is in the showers, obviously heard this and went, that'll be my bloody boy! Ran back, confronted this glowing hellbeast and went, Stephen, what have I told you about acting up in public? And this little kid cut his dad down with one very simple sentence. Dad, your willy's moving? You're just there going, oh, the world is a better place.
Thank you very much, Russell. At the end of that round, the points go to Ed and Jack. what has the Tory-controlled council in Barnet announced recently?
Oh, yes. Basically, that Barnet Council have said that they want to try and streamline their services like a budget airline. And you think, well, that's a stupid idea, isn't it? Because let's face it, budget airlines most people regard as crap. You can basically go on Ryanair now, you're supposed to have to pay £1, aren't you, for the toilet. And you're thinking often you've only spent £1 for the actual flight itself. You'll be there having a dump thinking, this better be a good one. I could have got a return ticket for this.
You've sort of been weighing it up, weren't you? Going, is this one worth £1? To be honest, this feels like it's going to do 20 quid's worth of damage. Let's go. The Tories, for being a market party, have never understood the market. So they think if something's successful and sells well, people love it. You know, they tolerate things. You know, I shit 3 times a day. I don't love it.
And we all have it. You know that's too many. That's too often.
I've been to Barnet. Of all the places, like, if you're going to do a no-frills government, at least do it somewhere that had frills in the first place. I mean, taking frills out of Barnet is like taking the charisma out of Milton Keynes.
The local council has frills, did he?
No.
I mean, street cleaning in Glasgow involves sprinkling gravy granules in front of a homeless guy on a leash.
Of all weeks, this week where there's been a bank holiday in England would be a very good week, because I would imagine up and down the streets of England there have been millions and millions of bins left out for 24 hours because people forgot, because it was a bank holiday, that the bins would be collected a day later. I don't know if you drove to any street at night, there are loads of bins out that people forgot, because we're stupid, and frankly, we pay money so that you'll do it, so that I don't have to worry about that, and the bin fairies will come along and make the rubbish go away.
Can I check something? Are you only supposed to put your bins out, what, on a certain day or something?
Yeah, that is the way it works. You're not supposed to leave the bins out and after every meal walk out with a plate and just scoop them into the day.
Well, there you go, that's what a maverick I am. I'm having 3 shits a day and I'm putting my bins out whenever I want. Nobody stop me.
And have you ever noticed that, like, people in your street are getting more and more hostile with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was my appearances on this.
You're probably quite charmed by that. But the fact that you just pile up household effluence.
What if the time that I'm supposed to put my bin out, I'm having one of my 3 long shits?
Where are you having long? It's not like a mail train where, like, you have to hold your bin out at exactly the right moment.
There's nothing in there that's of any use to anybody.
It's not the utility of your rubbish.
You two, simmer down. Look at this.
Every night after we record this show, I have to go and do the fucking bins, right? I go home, another one you have to do the bins. I have to separate everything I've used into every component part. Hounslow Council have given me... It's just driving me off the wall, right? Do you know about it? They give me a bag. They give me a bag. Every 2 weeks, I have to fill a bag with garden waste. I have to go to parks and collect leaves and put it in the bag.
There's no reason you shouldn't put your bins out whatever day you like, because you're enormous. If I was you, I'd just pour everything out the top floor window, and when someone turned up to complain, I'd say, yeah, what about it? I look like I was created in a science accident.
Now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, so if you can make your way to the performance area, please. I caught ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. OK, here we go. The first subject is bad things to hear from a tour guide.
Please don't take photos of the natives, because they believe that you're taking part of their soul. Apart from that, enjoy Norwich.
Hello, my name's Janet. I'm your holiday rep, and basically, I'll be giving out morning after pills like they were Smarties.
Good morning. I'm afraid this is the loudest...
Venice is a most historical city, famous for its... Oh, shit, it's flooded. Everyone get back on the bus.
A lot of you will be wondering why there are so many wonderful foreign treasures on display here at the British Museum. And the answer is quite simple, really. Gun beats spear.
Don't worry, this castle does cater for the disabled. They bring you a sandwich while the rest of us go up the steps to look at it.
Let's have a little song, shall we?
Coming up later on, we've got the topless donkey derby and who's got the funniest willy competition. Yes, it's going to be the best saga holiday you've ever had.
I know that a lot of you can't bear to leave Thailand, which is why I've hidden drugs randomly in your luggage.
And as we enter the next room, I need you all to be very quiet because we have technically broken in.
If you need anything at all, I'll be under your bed.
And if you look out of the window on your left, you'll see the side of the road that we should be driving on.
Of course, you have to respect local customs. On the right-hand side, you'll see a woman being burnt at the stake, and on the left, Dundee Town Hall.
Well, this is the deepest, darkest bit of the caves. And unless you give me £20 each, it's where you're staying.
And according to Wikipedia, the East Wing was built in the year Dougie is a homo.
We're now leaving the green zone. Pop on your flak jackets. This is the real Baghdad.
An adult and 2 children is £10. But enough about my trip to Cambodia.
Our next topic is unlikely things to hear on a breakfast show.
If the woman I picked up last night is watching, help yourself to cereal, but get out of the flat by the time I get home.
And now it's time for Thought for the Day. That was a good one.
You're listening to Six Music. Yes, you. Just you.
Welcome to Travel Report. We've got a text here from Dave on the M5 who says, ha ha ha, every morning you leave for work, I pop round and shag your wife.
So if you're trying to get in via Junction 2, stop it. It's against nature, and the Bible says no.
Next, we speak to Fern Britton about having her stomach stapled, this time to an enormous chocolate cake.
In other traffic news, if you're on the M11 headed towards Middlesbrough, I would turn around because it's a shithole.
Hello, I'm doing a survey into the effects of replacing milk on your Weetabix with Red Bull!
And we can see there's been an accident northbound on the M1, and it is a beauty.
Welcome to Radio Tourette's, you shit monkeys.
You may think of it as a breakfast show. I had mine at 4:30.
Later, Vanessa Feltz will be joining me on the settee, and I'll be bouncing through the fucking ceiling.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Frankie, Hugh and Jack. Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. John, which category would you like?
I would like sport, please, Dara.
OK, your category is sport, and the answer is 1. What is the question?
What is Bruce Forsyth's national insurance number?
Is it the viewing figures for the final Top Gear?
How many of the three wise men got invited back to Jesus' second birthday party?
What did the other two do wrong? Oh, who wants frankincense and myrrh?
Nobody wants that.
And wasn't at the time frankincense was worth more than gold?
I think that was because there'd been a collapse in the price because Judea had just left the EU.
What is the optimum number of directions for a boy band?
Is it in my annual stock take? What number do I write on my left testicle?
Is it, to the Daily Mail, how many immigrants constitute a swarm?
Is it, how many packets of biscuits would you need to cater Michael Gove's funeral?
Oh, that's cold.
Is it how many Fast and the Furious films would have been enough?
Is it? Yeah. How many times have I dropped a bath bomb in a lemonade?
It was that good, was it?
Put it this way, mate, you don't do it twice.
Is it what David Cameron's going to give Miss Piggy now he's not Prime Minister?
It took a long time to get to one.
Is it how many people is the reservation for, Mr. Corbyn?
Can we have the correct answer, please?
Is it how many times has Wales got to the semi-finals of the Euros?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much, Holly Ward. There you go. Yes, this question celebrates the first. How many times have Wales made it to at least the semi-finals of a major international football tournament? Now, this is recorded, obviously, on Tuesday. We don't know how it went against Portugal last night. But are we enjoying, or have we enjoyed, Wales in this tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's the best thing, and it's just wonderful because they embrace it and they love their players. One of which doesn't have a club, which is insane.
If they get into the final, he's going to have to miss it because he's got to go home to sign on.
The one person I've forgotten who had tickets for Beyonce last weekend. That shows a certain humility. You're like, oh, I got 3 matches, maybe a 4th. Put me down for a ticket for Beyonce.
Joe Ledley had to cancel his wedding.
Had to cancel the wedding, yeah. I think it's more substantial thing.
It's a bit embarrassing, though, that, they've done so well and England have done so badly. But what annoys me is the FA always, we're going to have a full investigation to see why we didn't progress as far. What are they going to find out? They're going to do an investigation and find out, oh, yeah, works out, the coaches were teaching them rugby. Nightmare. It's a shame, isn't it? Keep an eye on them next time.
What have the English fans, how have they been reacting to the Welsh success?
Well, this is the weird thing. So the day after they beat Belgium, the most common search, apparently, on Google was Welsh grandmother. Is that right?
That was the story, yeah.
They're trying to find out if they've got Welsh ancestry, but that's not... If you type Welsh grandmother into Google, it's like you're trying to buy one. It's not... What are you going to find out if you type Welsh grandmother? What's he going to tell you?
Google's like if you type Welsh grandmother into Pornhub.
If you want to find out I'm ignoring that. If you want to find out...
You're ignoring it, but you're going to try it later. When you say ignoring it, you mean storing
it away.
This calls for private browsing.
Good evening. Private browsing. Yes, sir. It's in the pocket for later.
Private browsing. Your country needs you again.
Thank you. The next topic is things you won't hear your Satnav say.
Don't be angry, but while you were getting petrol, I shagged your iPod.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
In 300 miles, you will realize this gimmicky voice was a terrible mistake.
At the next set of traffic lights, a cyclist is going to pull up next to you and give you a really dirty look like he's better than you. When the light turns green, let's see how good his balance is.
Turn right at the next junction for a bloody good dogging site.
I'll tell you what, darling, how about you get out of the car and let your husband park?
Turn right. Wrong. I didn't say Satnav says.
Welcome to Joburg. Lock the doors, put on your bulletproof vest, and don't leave me here. If you go away and leave me here, I won't be here when you come back. Bear left, and over to the right, squirrel. Oh, you just turned me on.
Hold on, I've got the map upside down.
Left. Left. Your girlfriend's left.
Next dinner party, you drink and I'll drive.
Did you turn the gas off? Did you lock the door? Did you? Did you? I reckon we should go back. I reckon we should go back.
Where the fuck are we?
OK, here we go. The first subject is lines you wouldn't hear in a sci-fi movie.
Captain's log, stardate 21:35. It's a Tuesday.
Actually, Jeremy Carl's just got the DNA results back. And apparently, Luke, I'm not your father.
Commander Skywalker, bad news. We left R2-D2 outside to stand guard, and the council took him away for emptying.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. I've seen attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I've seen...
There's a giant Satsuma in front of the ship. Go to orange alert.
First, there were snakes on the plane. Now the British remake, Wasp in a car.
You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down now, I shall become more powerful. Get off, you prick!
What is it, Captain? I've never seen anything like it in my life. Of course not, Scotty. It's the sun.
Since you have got your laser gun trained on me, I've got a bit of stubborn hair just here.
Permission to beam down to the Forbidden Planet. No.
I can see dead people. That's because I'm watching UK TV Gold.
Here are the sci-fi football results. R2-D2. C3P 0.
Look at all those fading, dwindling stars, forced to eat bugs in a jungle.
If you leave our protection, you will almost definitely die. Scotty, do you still want independence?
Luke, I am your father. Go to your room.
Captain, I don't like it when you call me Spock face.
to boldly go where no man has gone before. Anne Widdecombe.
How many Klingons does it take to change a dilithium crystal? 10. 1 to change it, and the other 9 to chastise him for performing such a menial task when he's a member of a proud warrior race.
They were holding it in Northern Ireland, weren't they? And I suppose one of the advantages of holding it in Northern Ireland is if they do have any anti-G8 protesters, people in Northern Ireland are just going to laugh at them, aren't they? You know, call that a protest. We'll show you a protest.
It's good for the protesters themselves, because I would imagine Northern Ireland is one of the best places to find a cheap second-hand balaclava.
I did a tour last year and I was talking about the riots in London, and there was a point where I would go, "Did you see the riots?" to the audience, you know, and Northern Ireland, in Derry, they went, "Riots? My hole." It was like a genuine civic pride in how much better their riots were than the riots. One bloke shouted, "That was a shopping trip." And the reason I brought up always is because there's one thing when it comes to riots, and this may have been like in their mind. There's one thing that they have in Northern Ireland that the rest of the UK don't have when it comes to riots. Do you know what it is?
A loyalty card?
No. Hello, John. Hello. Yeah, back again.
Looting you again.
Yeah.
A genuine grievance?
No, piece of equipment. It's actually the UK's, but they're all stored in Northern Ireland.
It's water cannons.
It's water cannons.
They could make those friendlier by popping a Barocca in.
Hang on, if you put a Barocca into a water cannon...
You just get friendly foam. It'd be like a disco. Everyone would love it.
So it would be orange. It might be a bit antagonistic.
Yeah. All of the UK's water cannons are stored in Northern Ireland. The funny thing is, if you ask that in Northern, everyone in Northern Ireland knows that. If you ask, hey, why were there no water cannons in the London riots? Everyone in Northern Ireland knows what. But if you ask in, say, Northampton, why were there no water cannons in the London riots? The genuine first answer was hosepipe ban. As if they didn't use it in case middle-class people pretended to riot to get their... Oh, come on, I'm rioting! Yeah. I'm rioting near the begonias. I'm rioting here. OK, speaking of China, what's going on here?
It's a little bit of fun.
It is exactly what you think it is. Yeah. It is a panda on a rocking chair eating crisps.
Are they really sad because they haven't got a 50p to put in the machine?
It's not actually a panda, is it? It's some bloke who's got pissed on a stag night.
And the other two? Or is that the green one?
The green one's the reason why pandas are endangered. Because that's a male panda sitting on it, but he was given the option of the 2 panda bitches. He went, no, I'm going to nail this green one.
Because these are pandas from the region of China that was affected by the earthquake. The zoo isn't getting any business at all at the moment because obviously it's not a priority for people. So in order to get some publicity, they've decided to make the pandas eat crisps. It was a brilliant idea.
Why are those pandas in a play park?
Well,
are they like bad teenage pandas that are spoiling the play park for the little baby pandas? Hey, what flavour are your crisps, man? Your mother! Your mother flavour! Where's Gary? Text him. Let's bash the swings, man.
Are they really sad because they haven't got...
That, as a first effort at whimsy, was great. It was really, really good.
I've tried.
You did. I really think you tried with the whimsy. And then
it's just not there. It's just not in my soul. I could see those pandas shot.
Is this the bit that's going to go in?
Yeah. This is a bit that's going into the Christmas special.
There's also...
Happy Christmas, kids! I'd see those pandas shot.
My dad used to work for Qantas. He was cabin crew. And the best thing, my favourite thing I've ever heard, I think, about Christmas is that he was... So every second Christmas as a kid, my dad was away because he was flying. That was the way it worked with Qantas. And this one particular year, he told me that they were flying on Christmas night. And in the middle of the night, the captain, the pilot, basically called him up and said, listen, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to ask you to turn all the lights up because everyone was asleep. So he went, yeah, all right. He said, don't ask, just do it. So 5 minutes, my dad turned the lights up, everyone woke up, and the captain came on and said, ladies and gentlemen, sorry to wake you in the middle of the night, but we've had a special request on the radar. There's a special person flying around the world tonight who wants to come on board. So if all the kids are awake, he's coming down, and then the pilot just jiggled the joystick, and the plane went, and he went, he just landed. And then out of the cockpit came Santa, and did the whole lap of the aeroplane, gave out presents to all the kids, and then went back into the cockpit, and then the captain said, now we have to give him a bit of a run-up, so I'm going to speed up a little bit, and he actually pushed forward on the engines, and all the kids just went
No wonder Qantas planes have got a big hole in them.
That would be an amazing way to hijack a plane, wouldn't it? Just take over the Santa. Yes, Christmas is over. I've got 6 presents for you here.
Trying to bring some Christmas joy.
Let's see the first topic, please. The first subject is catering. Anyone's coming? Josh.
My favourite place to eat is the breakfast buffet in a hotel. Because at a breakfast buffet, I will eat absolutely everything. That's the rule, isn't it? At home, I will have cereal or toast for breakfast. At a breakfast buffet, I am having cereal and toast as my starter. In combinations you would never consider at home. Coming back and what have I got? Well, 8 hash browns, topped with some Dutch cheese, actually. And I have 4 pain au chocolat, 6 croissants, some segments of a fruit I've never heard of, and 12 of the smallest orange juices you have ever seen in your life. I eat so much at breakfast buffet, I'm so tired, I have to go back to bed. And then sleep through to my next breakfast buffet. I'll be mixing the cereals, going crunchy nut cornflakes with shreddies. Who do I think I am, Heston Blumenthal? You've got to do it, don't you? It's like when you're in Nando's, they give you the plastic glass to pour your own drink. I think, well, I'd be an idiot not to make myself a spranter in this situation, wouldn't I? What am I having? Having a Sproker Folo, actually, yeah, all of it. What did it taste like? Utter shit, absolutely terrible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joe. OK, let's have a look at the next subject. And the topic is smoking. Let's come out. Joe.
I've actually given up smoking, which, well, that's a lie. I'll be honest with you, I'm one of those pricks that says they've given up and then goes to the pub and smokes yours. Because when I was a proper smoker, I hated pricks like that. I really like... You know, someone comes to you and go, have you got a spare cigarette? I go, no. Because unfortunately, I'm addicted to them. Which means I pretty much take a shine to all of them. Have you got a spare cigarette? Yeah, I do, weirdly, because I'm a 19-a-day man myself. Thanks away, you knobhead. What else, like... Warnings, they do nothing for me. Like, you know, the warnings, they're quite drastic things. They're like smoking kills. So? I've got a horrible picture and still people don't give up. And I thought, bloody hell. So I've come up with a couple of ideas, right, to get people to give up smoking. They're just ideas, right? You could either put a warning on cigarette packets that says something like, one of these fags has been up a dog's arse. Yeah, I think that'll separate the men from the boys, won't it? Or simply make cigarettes cock-shaped.
Well done, Joe. Thank you very much. So that leaves Milton. Let's see what topic you've got. And the topic is school.
That last bloke was a bit weird, wasn't he? Anyway, I went back to my old school the other day. First time in 30 years. I took a note. Teacher said, so, Jones, what have you done with your life? I said, oh, I'm just Britain's top Ofsted inspector. They were a lot nicer to me after that. I was there for the funeral of my old science teacher. They asked me to say a few words, so I did. Method. We put the coffin in the crematorium. Observations. It burned with an orangey bright flame. Conclusion. No more homework.
Well done. Pointing out to the Muppet Show. Very good. It was the best. Very good.
This is a stand-up challenge based on this news wheel dotted with topical subjects and faces. We spin the wheel, and when it stops, anyone can step forward and try to make us laugh about the subject it has landed on. If I judge that a person has got a big enough laugh, he or she is safe and gets to sit down again. The first team to have all its players sitting down at the desk wins the round. So here goes. Let's spin the wheel. Well, Michael Howard, the Tory party leadership. Who wants to get in on that? Ah, like a shot.
Hello. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. At the election, I announced my timetable for action, and here it is. I'm going.
Very good. Rory, Brendan, sit down. To be honest, you could have sat down after you did the face. So let's spin the wheel again. OK, education. Who wants to go for that? Frankie's up.
The government's new education policy, apparently, is to make children stay at school till they're 18. It's just not living in the modern world, is it? 17-year-olds having to go to school. Who's going to pick their kids up from primary? The Catholic Church have got a big thing this week. They say they don't want sex education in schools because that's like giving the kids pornography, as opposed to the traditional Catholic method of educating them, of actually shagging them. Come on. Sex education at my school was a muttered warning about the janitor.
That's perfect. Frankie, sit down. Well done, you courier. Covered yourself in glory there. Let's have another look at the next story. OK, ASBOs. Who wants to go in on ASBOs? It's Linda.
Yeah, I think people are a bit down on ASBOs, but you've got to remember, these are the only qualifications that some kids are going to get.
Linda, sit down. Well done. What's our next topic? OK, ID cards. Who wants to come in on that? Jeremy.
Well, these are interesting because the defenders of ID cards say, well, we already have to carry lots of ID. You need to establish your identity in order to establish your entitlement to enter certain leisure centres or to claim benefit or to establish your entitlement to enter certain buildings. But this new card will establish your entitlement to go outside. And people say, well, they were a good idea because we had them in the Second World War. But in the Second World War, it was just a piece of cardboard that said, this is Mr. Wilkins, he's not a German spy. This will be this digitised, magnetised thing that says, this is Mr. Wilkins, he may not be a German spy, but he's got a genetic heart defect, his sister's against GM crops, and he took a video late back to Blockbuster in 1997.
Jeremy, please sit down. So, it's a tie-break situation. I'm going to spin the wheel one more time. I want the two remaining players, that's Hugh and John, to give me something on that one topic. You both get a go of it, and the audience essentially decides. So, let's spin the wheel. OK, the nation's health.
Apparently, it's very important
to stay healthy, to have 5 portions of fruit a day. I do that. I have half a packet of Starburst. The Tories are very big on MRSA, which I found a bit surprising. I reckon most of them thought it was the way a posh man would pronounce the lead singer of the Smiths.
Just stand there, Hugh, because John is going to try to top that now.
There is absolutely no need to worry about Britain's health because, as we've all learnt, Jamie Oliver is going to save us all. And if Jamie Oliver has only taught me one thing, and he has, it's this, that an unhealthy lifestyle is like a homing pigeon. Yes, it's a lot of fun at the time, but one day it will track you down and it will kill you.
Very good. I'm going to give it to John, so John and his team are the winners.
OK, the topic is work.
I nearly lost my job as a roofer when I was caught masturbating on the first day. Yeah, luckily, my boss said I could wipe the slate clean. I used to work at Waterstones. One day, a guy came in asking if we had any audiobooks with subtitles. I thought, hang on, that's a book. The circus near me held a competition to find the best contortionist, so I entered myself and won. In my old job, I just used to punch buttons all day, and that's why I'm no longer allowed to work in panto. I've got 2 lawyers working for me at the minute. One's pro bono, and the other thinks he's a right pretentious twat. When my granddad was caught trying to stow away in the Merchant Navy, he offered to work his passage, which, as you can imagine, made him very popular. I hate people who phone me up just to complain about the weather, which is why I lost my job at Mountain Rescue. I was at a station the other day that had a piano on the platform, so I had a little tinkle on it, which saved me 30 pence. I went on a positive thinking course. It was shit. I bought a Microsoft Advent calendar. If you open too many windows at once, they all shut again for no bloody reason. Thank you.
Well done. Very good. Adding points for both of you. Well done. Come on, sit back in.
And the first subject is identity. Who wants to come in with that? Josh.
I had to sign for a parcel recently. That's got a lot more difficult, hasn't it? Yeah, it used to be simple, didn't it, when you get a pen and a piece of card. Now you're given this kind of digital screen and plastic stick. And all you can do is some kind of zigzag up and down line. That bears no relation to any signature that has ever existed ever. Is that your signature? No! It's like the mark of Zorro. Is anyone checking this at the post office going, I've got bad news? Zorro is back. And he's signing for every parcel in the United Kingdom. I struggle filling in these forms, but I filled in the census last year. My favourite question was on the final page. There was a question that said, please fill in the details of anyone that doesn't live with you but stayed over on the night of March the 23rd. That's going to be very awkward if you've just had a one-night stand, isn't it? Good morning, a few questions. What is your occupation? What do I know? Well, I'm telling the government, actually, yeah. It's not the kind of thing you just drop in, just go, morning, do you take sugar in your tea? Also, would you describe yourself as Caucasian?
Thank you very much, Josh Rutherford. OK, let's see what the next subject is. And it's nationality. Who wants to give me that? Catherine.
Hello. I'm of mixed heritage, actually. I talk like a Canadian, but I tolerate my partner's drinking like an Irish girl. I travel a lot, from London to Ireland, and anyone who's flown Heathrow to Cork knows that on your way to the plane, they have signs reminding you how many chances you've got left to get drunk. Yeah.
They're like 6 licensed shops, 2 shops, 1 shop. It's like, what? Before I board an aircraft filled with wine to get to the land of Guinness? And the final shop is right at the gate. And in that shop, there's a sign that says, no ID, no sale. And I'm like, this is an international airport. How about no ID? How'd you get on the plane? It is in the boarding lounge. If a terrorist manages to sneak through levels of security at the world's busiest international airport, give him a pint.
Thank you very much, Catherine Ryan.
OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been left with, Milton. Let's spin the wheel. Transport is the topic.
So I've got my own private jet. The rest of the jacuzzi belongs to my mum. If you've got a Satnav, don't put the name of the company you're visiting into it. I tried to take some mayonnaise back the other day. I ended up in Helmand Province. I mean, I've got a car, but there's nothing I like better than making a bonfire on the passenger seat. Driving up and down, opening and shutting the electric sunroof and pretending to be a steam train. My uncle, he was a taxi driver, but then one day he left home without any indication. So recently, I was fell walking in the Lake District. Well, it's not quite true. Recently, I fell walking in the Lake District. I was going to tell someone, but the pillar box was full of sugar puffs.
Thank you very much, Milton. OK, that round. Prize Come on, sit back up.
First subject is climate change. Use in like a shot.
The problem with climate is that we're ruining the environment. You know, every year we destroy an area of rainforest the size of Belgium. Why not just destroy Belgium? No one would mind. We're desperate to find an alternative to oil. Wind is one, but what worries me about wind power is that if you cover Britain with 400,000 wind turbines, right, on a windy day, what's to stop the whole country taking off? like an enormous hovercraft and heading for France. That is European unification by the back door.
Very good, Hugh. Hugh, sit down. Congratulations. Very good. So, let's have another topic. Live 8. Rory's coming in like a shot.
Yes, it's Live 8 this week. Bob Geldof's big thing was to persuade people to go to Edinburgh by boat. Right. Okay, because the first 20 miles are easy. The rest you're going to carry the boat on your shoulders. They're trying to get a million people up to Edinburgh. Elton John's not going. He's sending flowers. And it's a whole G8 Live 8 thing where the world's richest 8 nations get to meet the world's 8 richest rock stars.
Rory, well done, sit down.
Let's have another topic. OK, reality TV. Who wants to get in?
Me.
Oh, hang on.
Just a second, though. 12 calories. Well, you probably realise that the 487th series of Big Brother has just started. Problem to me with Big Brother is that when someone gets voted out of the house, they don't actually have a sniper up in a tree with one bullet, just to see how they do. Now, I actually applied for Celebrity Love Island, but...
Joe, you can sit down now if you want to. That's for sure. Travel. Who wants to come in that?
I'll do it.
Chris has.
The most dangerous roads in the whole of the world are British motorways. That is my sincere belief. Not because of the speed, because you can't get up speed on the British motorway because you're stuck behind a dick in a caravan, essentially. Do you know, I found this out. 1 in 5 families in this country goes caravanning. Why? What makes a family who don't get on in a normal-sized house believe that squeezing themselves into a tin for a fortnight is going to improve matters? It's such a self-deluding activity, which for me is symbolised by that. You know that 5-foot-long wing mirror, the attachable wing mirror the dad puts on the car? Well, I have to see what's behind me. It's of paramount importance that at all moments I can see what is behind me. Oh, for goodness sake, just paste a picture of a traffic jam on there, because that's what's behind you. You don't need to look to see what's behind you. It's there because you are. So the government, they're boring, right? The motorways are boring, and the government puts up those signs to stop us falling asleep, saying, TARDIS can kill, take a break. But the thing is, we're not surprised by those signs anymore, so they don't really work. I think they have to keep changing them. I think they should change those signs to keep us on our toes. Change them to ones that say, Deja vu can kill, take a break. And then one exactly the same, half a mile.
OK, let's spin the wheel again. Next topic is politics. Who wants to come in on that? Any persons?
So, we have a Liberal-Conservative coalition. It makes no sense, does it? 2 words that mean completely opposite things. It would be like having the Whig-Baldy coalition or having voted for the no-swearing arse party. We have a new Foreign Secretary, William Hague. I don't think he's going to be taken seriously, is he? Every time he goes to Afghanistan, they're just going to think, oh, it's Ross Kemp on another undercover show. I mean, at the moment, you know, we'll never know, will we, exactly how much Bigotgate affected the election result. Why didn't Gordon Brown just answer Gillian Duffy's question? All she said was, those Eastern Europeans, where are they coming from? Now, even I could have answered that question.
Thank you very much, Danny Parsons. OK, that leaves us with Mickey. Let's see what topic you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is food. Oh, there you go.
Now, this is one of my favourite topics because I actually hate restaurants. And my wife loves restaurants. She's middle class. She's been skiing and everything. And she loves a restaurant. She says, can we go to a restaurant at the weekend? And I say, yes, we can. And we're barely there 2 minutes, and she's like, isn't it a lovely ambiance? And I say to her, I don't know what you're talking about. I've worked out what an ambiance is. It's a night out about poor people, isn't it, basically? It's people with a few quid to say, can we just have one night out about the poor people turning up? You know what they're like. They'll be banging spoons together, singing Mailman's a Dustman, creating an atmosphere. We want an ambiance. So we're trying to enjoy the ambiance. But something's happened spoiling it for me. There's no tomato sauce on the table. Creating the situation when my wife looked at me, she said, you're going to ask for tomato sauce, aren't you? I said, yes, I am. Because I'm going to have the risotto. You can't eat risotto without red sauce, it's too dry. It's a health and safety issue. You've got to zhuzh it up with a bit of red sauce, right? So I thought, I'm not having it. I said to the waitress, excuse me, do you have any ketchup in the building? She's looked at me like I'm the worst pleb God has ever put breath in. She went off to the kitchen and I saw her making her way back with a pot about that big, about 2 chipfuls of tomato sauce. I thought, oh, here we go. She's tried to put it down and walk away like she's doing a drug deal or something. And I stopped her. I said, hold on, love, don't rush off. And I took a sip of it. And I looked at her, I said, yes, I'll have a bottle, please.
Thank you very much for your job. And that point first, going to make it fun again. Well done. Trust. Who wants to come in on that? Sean.
I get proud. I get guilty when I'm with a friend and he loses money in his house. This happened to me recently. My friend lost a £5. I thought, does he think I've taken his £5? Is this what's happening? He thinks I've taken... I want to say I haven't taken his £5, but I don't want him to think that I'm guilty. And then I start thinking, hang on, have I taken his £5? Maybe I've taken his £5. Maybe I've put his £5 in my pocket. I want to check my pocket. I can't check my pocket. If he sees me checking my pocket, he's going to think I've nicked his £5. I want to go and hide and check my pocket. I can't hide and check my pocket. If I hide and check my pocket, he's definitely going to think I've nicked his £5. So I went into the bathroom. I found his £5. I couldn't go and give it to him. It would have looked like I got guilty, decided to give it back. I can't just leave it there. He's seen me go in. It's going to look like I planted it, so I just nicked it.
Very good show. OK, let's spin the wheel again. Subject is family. Who wants to come in on that? Greg.
All of my family are obsessed by the ageing process. Every single generation of us are obsessed by it at the moment. I'll just share this with you before I talk about other family members, just so I can get it off my chest. I was visiting my parents last week, and an old family friend came up to us in the street and said to my mum, "Hello, Pauline, how are you?" She said, "I'm all right, thanks, Kath, how are you?" And then she looked up at me and she said, "Hello, Bob, how are you?" Bob is my dad. He is 75 years of age. All of us are obsessed with it. All of us are obsessed with ageing in our family. Even my nan. My nan is doing her best to hold off the years. She puts a pound of face cream on every single morning, you know, and there's not a face cream on the market that works, ladies and gentlemen. I know that because of my nan, because she's a lovely woman, but she's religiously applied this stuff, and with the best will in the world, her face is ruined. I said to her, "You've spent all that time and all that money, Gran, and your face is no better than Grandad's." And he's dead. He died in the war. He got shot in the face. With a cannon.
OK. That leaves you with Milton. Let's see what you've been after. Let's spin the wheel. And the subject is travel.
When I was young, my mum used to put food on a spoon and say, "There's a train coming, there's a train coming, there's a train coming." We'd always eat it because we knew that if we didn't, she wouldn't untie us from the railway line. I tried to get here by train today. They said, "Today there's a bus replacement service." So I gave them a tin of pineapple chunks. I said, "What's that?" I said, "That's my money replacement service." I didn't have any money because her friend nicked my £5. Thanks, that doesn't normally work. Anyway, I managed to borrow a car and I parked it up in Bus Lane. Last year I went on a ballooning holiday, put on 4 stone. The other day I bought one of those off-road vehicles, 3,000 quid, got it home, found out it was a canoe.
The first subject is health. Going to volunteer. Frankie.
Part of the side effect of the smoking ban in Scotland is that every pub, no matter how terrible or horrible, now has tables and chairs outside it. Basically, Glasgow looks like Paris after a nuclear war. People say there's no such way as a good way to die, and those people have never heard the phrase drug-fueled sex heart attack. There's a great case in Scotland at the minute. A guy had a sex change, and he had everything chopped off. And then he decided that he wanted to change back. And they wouldn't let him. So he went to the European Court, and they said, OK, you can change back. Now he's changed his mind again. Wants to stay as he is. Typical woman.
Frankie Boyle. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is the West Country.
Who? Russell.
How can you not love the West Country? I've genuinely seen graffiti in Bristol during the last Tory campaign. Do you remember, are you thinking what we're thinking? Somebody had written underneath it, is it, do I like what's-its? It's phenomenal. It's wonderful, isn't it? I used to live there. I've moved away from Bristol because I was near a dogging site, which is just a bit odd, right? And, all right, I wasn't into it. I was just near a dogging site, right? And I was talking to my friend. I was like, Jane, why do they do dogging near the house, right? And she looked and went, apparently you got really great views of the Clifton Suspension Bridge. And you're like, well, you've got faith in humanity, haven't you? Just the idea that I tell you what, it's only when you're doing the nasty in a Cortina that you can truly appreciate the work of Isambard, King of Rhubarb. That, my friend, is craftsmanship. Shall we? Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Russell. OK, we're left with Michael and Andy. Let's spin the wheel again. The next subject is North-South Divide. There goes Michael.
Right, yes. Now, I am from the south. You noticed? I have been north up the M1, and I don't know what happens to the word the. It seems to disappear at about junction 25 on the M1, and the word the just goes, that's it from me, I'm getting off. You go on ahead. Are you coming with? No, I'm not interested up there. And then you get there, and they don't have, they say, to fridge, or you're going up to, what are you doing? My first experience of this was when I went to the cinema in Leeds. I saw The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I had more fun asking the woman what it is I'd booked to see than watching the entire movie itself. So what is it I'm seeing here today? To one, to witch and to wardrobe. What's she talking about? Are you hearing this? Are you taking toothpaste? Yes, of course. I thought it might be a nice idea maybe to go to HMV and get a DVD of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, maybe The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and perhaps an album by the and just line them up on the counter. What is it I've decided to purchase here? To one, to witch and to wardrobe. To good, to button, to ugly. And to.
Thank you. Well done, Michael. OK, Andy, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And it's religion.
Looks like my dad. We should, of course, remember that there are 5 major world religions. 4 of them got to be wrong. Imagine that, right? You're on your last day, you're going off to meet your maker. The gods of the 5 major world religions lined up in front of you. You've chosen your god, you're happy with your god. You go up to your god and your god produces a little bit of cardboard bluff. That is going to hurt, isn't it?
Well done, Andy Parsons. At the end of that round, the points go to Michael and Frankie. Unlikely questions from this year's exams.
Discuss the metaphysical meaning of the following poem. My friend Billy has a 10-foot willy.
Would you like this exam to be A, multiple choice, or not?
The Bronte sisters. Shag, marry, push off a cliff.
Discuss the following. The Nazis got all their ideas from the History Channel.
Who's the chap in the A team who would not get on the aeroplane? Was it A, B, or B, A?
If a bank loses £60 billion in a 6-month period, using numbers that you've plucked out of thin air, work out what the chief executive's bonus will be.
Napoleon, a small man or a long way away?
Quantify n in terms of q when q is a positive integer that dissects a parabolic curve.
How's your lucky pencil case now?
What's the name of that round thing that they throw in the Olympics? Discuss.
Draw a diagram of the genitalia of the male elephant. Use all 30 sheets of paper provided.
Biology. Without singing, what is the knee bone connected to?
Explain the use of juxtaposition in Macbeth. Alternatively, write down everything you know about Macbeth in a blind panic because you've got no idea what the word juxtaposition is.
Drama. Question 1. What was it that first made you want to become a waiter?
What is your PIN number?
What do you want for Christmas this year?
I don't know. I don't want anything for Christmas.
Hand drop off an elf.
You guess what the number one gift apparently for kids this year?
Nerf.
It's
Nerf
a
guns.
The Nerf
The
gun.
Nerf gun is 64 quid. You could go to America and buy a gun for less than that.
Actually, it's like it's a ludicrously scary thing, the Nerf gun. This is the current...
Hey, bike that over somewhere else.
Thomas, I'll do really, really careful. I wouldn't dream of doing that to you. Of all the people here, you were the last person that I would fire the boom. Hang on. Oh, yeah, there's 3 things you can do, right? You can do this big one here.
Whoa.
Right?
Listen, Nerf is how I did this to my eyes. So I'm just saying. I'm just warning you.
OK, cool. I'll get him instead. Right, OK, Grant. Are we OK to sacrifice you for this? And then you can use it.
I guess so.
I bet you could catch one in your
certain
teeth.
there's an instruction manual that says do not aim at people's faces.
Yeah,
Please
there is,
remember
there is,
that I
yeah,
am a
there
special
is.
man with special powers, and do not try this at home.
How far will it get? How far do you think it'll get?
I don't know, but if he hits any of you, sue the shit out of you. All that money they're saving on Bake Off now can go to you.
Can you get to the back? I mean, because this is... I feel it can be unnecessarily powerful, this thing.
Yeah.
Right, OK, so let's decide
Yes,
the back.
I certainly feel that.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, now. Good catch. Well done. Respect. That is, I'm estimating 7 gardens away.
So you asked, what do you want for Christmas? So you could then shoot us.
Why would you want to be given clothes as a Christmas present in Iceland?
Because it's really cold.
It's freezing there.
It's a land of ice, Dara! Is it because you can take them back and get the money back in exchange for the clothes?
No, it's not that perfectly practical good reason to get clothes.
Yeah, because clothes is just a good present wherever you are.
Oh, God, yes, I know. OK, the question...
Because people don't have
I'm sorry,
clothes.
are you getting exasperated at us, trying to think of humorous answers to ridiculous questions that you're posing? Should we just try our hardest to come up with the correct answer? Would that slightly miss the point of a comedy quiz?
No. Is it because normally they sell frozen food?
The reason you should be given clothes as a Christmas present is to stop you getting eaten by the Yule cat. Yule Kuterin.
I wonder why you didn't get the QI presented. There's got to be one show you don't present, hasn't
There
there?
has to be, yeah. Potentially, yeah. What might you expect to eat at Christmas in Japan?
Food.
Yes.
Sushi.
No.
Sashimi.
No. Don't just name all Japanese things you can think of.
Wagamamas.
No. A bucket of...
Eels.
No.
Turkey.
That's not a clue.
It's a really good clue. A bucket
Fried chicken.
Of fried chicken.
Is it fried chicken?
It's fried chicken, Nish. Not just any fried chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. Since 1974, KFC has marketed itself in Japan as a Christmas food.
Oh, very clever.
With the advertising phrase, Kentucky for Christmas. That's... Look.
I beg your pardon. Say that again.
Kentucky for Christmas. Now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, so if you can make your way to the performance area, please. I caught ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. OK, here we go. The first subject is bad things to hear from a tour guide.
Please don't take photos of the natives, because they believe that you're taking part of their soul. Apart from that, enjoy Norwich.
Hello, my name's Janet. I'm your holiday rep. And basically, I'll be giving out morning after pills like they were Smarties.
Good morning. I'm afraid this is the loudest...
Venice is a most historical city, famous for its... Oh, shit, it's flooded. Everyone get back on the bus.
A lot of you will be wondering why there are so many wonderful foreign treasures on display here at the British Museum. And the answer is quite simple, really. Gun beats spear.
Don't worry, this castle does cater for the disabled. They bring you a sandwich while the rest of us go up the steps to look at it.
Let's have a little song, shall we?
Coming up later on, we've got the topless donkey derby and who's got the funniest willy competition. Yes, it's going to be the best saga holiday you've ever had.
I know that a lot of you can't bear to leave Thailand, which is why I've hidden drugs randomly in your luggage.
And as we enter the next room, I need you all to be very quiet because we have technically broken in.
If you need anything at all, I'll be under your bed.
And if you look out of the window on your left, you'll see the side of the road that we should be driving on.
Of course, you have to respect local customs. On the right-hand side, you'll see a woman being burnt at the stake, and on the left, Dundee Town Hall.
Well, this is the deepest, darkest bit of the caves. And unless you give me £20 each, it's where you're staying.
And according to Wikipedia, the East Wing was built in the year Dougie is a homo.
We're now leaving the green zone. Pop on your flak jackets. This is the real Baghdad.
An adult and 2 children is £10. But enough about my trip to Cambodia.
Our next topic is unlikely things to hear on a breakfast show.
If the woman I picked up last night is watching, help yourself to cereal, but get out of the flat by the time I get home.
And now it's time for Thought for the Day. That was a good one.
You're listening to Six Music. Yes, you. Just you.
Welcome to Travel Report. We've got a text here from Dave on the M5 who says, ha ha ha, every morning you leave for work, I pop round and shag your wife.
So if you're trying to get in via Junction 2, stop it. It's against nature, and the Bible says no.
Next, we speak to Fern Britton about having her stomach stapled, this time to an enormous chocolate cake.
In other traffic news, if you're on the M11 headed towards Middlesbrough, I would turn around because it's a shithole.
Hello, I'm doing a survey. way into the effects of replacing milk on your Weetabix with Red Bull!
And we can see there's been an accident northbound on the M1, and it is a beauty.
Welcome to Radio Tourette's, you shit monkeys.
You may think of it as a breakfast show. I had mine at 4:30.
Later, Vanessa Feltz will be joining me on the settee, and I'll be bouncing through the fucking ceiling.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Frankie, Hugh and Jack. OK, here we go. The first subject is extracts from DVDs that would never sell.
Welcome to exercise for manic depressives. Down, up, down.
Welcome to this How to Use a DVD instruction DVD. First, put this DVD in the slot for the DVD.
Steven Spielberg, Circumcision, the director's cut.
Welcome to the suffragette story with me, Miley Cyrus.
Ready to get fit, ladies? It's Johnny Depp, Pilates of the Caribbean.
The main point of this self-help DVD is that only you can help you. No need for me, then? Thanks for the 20 quid.
Hello, welcome to Funeral Etiquette. When's the right time to fart?
We are in Africa filming the continent's biggest predator, Madonna in Malawi.
Welcome to the best of German. Who do you think you are? So, your grandfather was a... OK, we'll leave it there.
Welcome to the best of Test Match Special. That one works. That really helps.
This is the DVD you've been waiting for. All the tweets of Alan Sugar read out loud by Stephen Hawking.
Welcome to Filthy Dirty Nurses 2, the rise of MRSA.
Hello, I'm Ed Byrne. Welcome to Wank Yourself Skinny.
Work yourself thin with me, teen sensation Stuart Francis.
It's the DVD we've all been waiting for. Two politicians discussing Rwanda.
The answer is £100 a day. What is the question?
Is it according to The Sun, how much does the average beggar make a day?
You're ruining by saying a day when it's already got a day in the answer.
Okay. Is it? Let me have another crack at that
Your
one.
repetition of a day.
Ed's like
say
the-
it without a day and I'll watch.
What's happening?
Well, I
here?
was just about
Hang on a
to.
minute. Ed's turned into like the Microsoft paperclip. He's trying to write his letter. You're doing it wrong.
Are you doing a list?
According to The Sun, right, what does a beggar earn?
But we are apparently in the middle of a countryside crime wave. Have you seen this?
If I lived in the country, I'd be delighted if someone did a crime, because I'd be bored out of my mind. Thank God you've turned up with a shotgun to steal my rhubarb. Could you kill me on the way out?
some bloke sold rhubarb from an allotment. You have to
tag it.
Just
Why don't they tag it?
Imagine the phone call. Just some deranged. They've taken it. It's gone. My prize-winning marrow. Is there no God? You have. Surely you have to
just put
feel
rhubarb down his sleeves and then go.
like that. Had I been there, you can't ever feel sorry for the. That's the lowest rung of criminality, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Let me finish. Just. I'm going to kill myself here.
Beautiful. Vintage Mock the Week. He brought up the subject just so someone else could do a joke on it. Surely he might have been working towards a punchline. You ignorant.
Jesus. I think the Marcus will get a higher chair for the joke umpire.
I have a feeling the Microsoft Paperclip's taken some cocaine, but... I like it.
That's great. Little animation of the paper go.
Yeah.
Good, yes. That's a really good letter.
The point I was going to make is, surely, right, fellas, but surely, if you're a bank robber, you're sexy, you're dangerous, you can get diamonds for your lover. If you steal from allotments, what hope have you got, you know? You've got dirt underneath your fingernails. All you have to offer is broccoli. You know?
Hey, a woman who's going to have sex for broccoli is going to be dirty.
I was wondering if one of the reasons they were trying to steal...
Wouldn't that be... Hang on, sorry to interrupt you, Andy, but wouldn't that be the...
Frankly, I wish to go on the record and say I have now lost control. Now we play a round called Mock the 9 o'clock News. This game involves Zoe, Stuart, Andy and Russell, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performers' stand-up skills. We spin our news generator, it settles on a topic, and anyone can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge to produce the funniest stuff. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is finance. Can I have a volunteer to talk about that? Andy.
British Airways, their answer to the credit crunch, they've asked their employees, can you come into work for nothing for a month or take a month off unpaid? There's a tricky choice, isn't there? And who is going to want to fly British Airways? The last thing you want to hear when you get on the plane, this is your captain speaking. I'm not being paid today. Good luck. I am looking forward to seeing the credit crunch version of Monopoly. You know, instead of getting £1,500 from the bank, you have to lend the bank £1,500. And then everybody keeps on going round the board with nobody buying any property whatsoever because they always think it's going to be cheaper next time they go around.
Well done, Andy. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is Sarah Palin. Who wants to talk about that?
Ah, Sarah Palin. She was apparently an ex-beauty queen of a town in Alaska called Wasilla. And the press were very keen on this. They kept saying, you know, the beauty queen Sarah Palin, the ex-beauty queen, the beauty queen Sarah Palin. Let me tell you something, people. Wasilla is a very, very small town. Population 8, possibly 9,000 people at the best of times. To call it a one-horse town is to over-exaggerate the number of horses in that town by one. They timeshare a horse with another shithole down the road. Now, my brother used to live in Anchorage, Alaska, and I have been to Wasilla, and in the 5 minutes it took us to drive across Wasilla, I was voted beauty queen of Wasilla. It was no big deal, honestly. An otter and a caribou came second and third, respect.
Thank you very much, Joey. That leaves us with Stuart and Russell. Let's spin the wheel again. The next topic is men's health. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
I went to the doctors recently with anal issues. I thought I had cancer, not I can't put my CDs in order. But it's a terrifying moment, right? So scary, because in your head, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And I went there and I took down my trousers. Obviously, we had a chat first, and it just... I'm not very well. You can see that, mate. This is a chip shop. You've never done it slower in your life. I was just peeling them down. I got them down to about there. Just heard his booming voice go, in the other room. You have a decision to make there. Do you pull them up or do you waddle with pride, right? You waddle, that's what you do. When you waddle, you can't help but giggle. The last thing you need is to be giggling is before a man's going to pop his finger in your Richard, because now you're a wiggling target, right? I'll be honest, when the finger goes in, you're not laughing anymore! You're like a red arrow! And that's the moment they chat. How you doing? Fine. Can you draw the curtains? We've gathered quite a crowd. Look at that, it's Atrium Steps and he's getting violated. I'm Russell!
OK, Stuart, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is school.
You are looking at a very proud Canadian who's very proud of the education system in Canada. No, I was horrible in school. I failed math so many times I can't even count. I preferred French over chemistry because the chemistry teacher and I just didn't have any, rapport. One teacher said I'd be a better student if I spent less time flirting. I immediately jumped off his lap. One teacher used to always say I wasn't very observant, but you know what? That was his or her opinion. I was going to join the debating team, but someone talked me out of it. In high school, I was voted most likely to reminisce.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Zoe and Stuart.
Things you didn't hear at the Olympics.
And that's a world record from Usain Bolt, 9.5 in one night.
Let's see what's happening in the velodrome. Yep, cycling.
Oh, you won a gold. Oh, well done. What in? Canoeing? Oh, get a life, mate.
I've just come out of the diving pool. Look at the colour of my legs.
Look at that masterful control of his javelin. He really is the best streaker we've had all year.
Well, this is the pommel horse, and that plaintive neigh is the horse they are pommelling.
Time for the next fight now. He floats like a butterfly, he stings like a bee. He's got a black belt, he's got 5 black belts. OK, he's a wasp.
And if you'd like to enjoy our coverage of the dressage, we recommend MDMA.
And his penis has slapped the top of the bar. That is a straight ban from Wetherspoons.
The allegations of drug use have been strenuously denied by the new Russian Minister for Doping, Keith Vaz.
We were afraid the Chinese were going to use doping, and here she is. What a fantastic athlete. Doping!
Breaking news, Ryan Lochte has tested positive for being a twat.
And Oscar Pistorius has jumped the gun, and for that, he'll only get 6 years.
Well, a nearly perfect execution there, but not quite as perfect as the one he'll receive when he returns to North Korea.
You join me live at the All Dancing. Fucking state of it.
At the end of that, the point's going to run at Hugh and Milton. Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. Happy Christmas and welcome to a special festive edition of Mock the Week. We'll be talking about the holidays as well as looking back at some of our favourite moments from the last series, along with bonus bits we've never shown before. Hope you enjoy. I asked the panellists a series of questions all about the festive season in the hope of filling 5 minutes we're trying to get out of this of our Christmas special. So, teams, here we go. First question, what Christmas tradition was it? There are no buzzers or any points. This show is not built in any way to accommodate genuine quizzes. But nonetheless, you can take your turns. Which Christmas tradition was inaugurated by Sir Henry Cole in 1843?
Is it the Christmas tree?
Is it not the Christmas tree?
Arguing with your relatives?
No, it's not that one either, I'm afraid. No.
Is it holding mistletoe above your head and therefore being allowed to sexually harass other people?
It is not that happy tradition, no.
Is it waking your children early, saying to them, oh, it looks like the sleeping pills have worked, happy Easter?
Is it going to church just once a year, and that's usually at midnight after the pubs have closed because you want one more glass of wine?
Man, you really want to be desperate for your wine, wouldn't you? That is something to bring up at an AA meeting. I sat through God. That's how much I wanted another drink.
Is it a Christmas stocking?
That's not Christmas stocking.
That's a Victorian tradition.
Were you trying to mine something there for us?
It was...
The Christmas card.
Yes! Well done, Ed Byrne. Points for him. Congratulations.
There are no points.
I know there are no points.
You promised us there'd be no points.
Name Santa's reindeer. I'll take attempts at this.
Donner and Blitzen.
Correct.
Prancer and Vixen.
That's 2 each.
Dasher.
Yes, 3
It's like you're doing a duet.
Gonza. But not Rudolph. That's a lie.
We've had... What have we had? I've lost. I'm actually lost.
Donner and Blitzen.
Donner and Blitzen. Some Dasher, Comet.
Bashful.
Bashful, Sleepy, Doc and Vixen.
If one's called Comet, one's going to be called Curries. Almost.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Vixen, Cupid.
Cupid?
No, we said Cupid.
Ridiculous name for a reindeer. Cupid.
They must have teased him, though, with a name like that. They must have teased him. He must have been the reindeer that they teased.
Reindeer are notoriously shallow, in fairness. If the story about Rudolph is anything to go by, reindeer are ridiculously shallow. And they will make fun and they will slag you off until you get a job with Santa, and then they will all love you. The last line of that song should actually be, and then Rudolph turned around at them and said, well, fuck yous, I'm with Santa now.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Why did you look at my ass for the entire... Well, we want to fly the entire world while you look at my hole, right? I don't know how fast we fly, that's all you're going to see. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, all you're going to see is my hairy reindeer ass going all around the world. The nose is in the front, bitches. The nose is fighting fog, but you're looking at my ass, Cupid. That's all you get.
Enjoy your reindeer game.
Oh, can we move on? Oh, sorry, is that not festive enough for this ridiculously contrived? Sorry, am I not striking the mood of the nation at this stage? Yeah, look at the bitches! Look at that ass! See you, baby! Shaking that ass! Shaking that ass! Yeah. Good night! Ho, ho, ho. We start with a round called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Fred, which category would you like?
World news, please, Dana.
OK, your category is world news. The answer is 1/5. What's the question?
Is this what fraction of the Jackson 5 might miss the Christmas party?
Is it how much of the weekend can Andrew Flintoff remember? Is it how much of French and Saunders is Saunders?
Is it what proportion of Enid Blyton's The Famous Five can lick their own testicles?
Is it England's only dwarf king was called Henry the what?
How much of a Boris Johnson speech is not, well, I say, boss?
Is it how does Jamie Oliver pronounce one fish?
Is it how much of Wikipedia is true?
I'll tell you, on that... Actually, I won't mention that on telly.
What does it say about you?
Go on, what does it say about you?
No, go on.
It says, somebody's written, I was once kicked out of a zoo for punching a monkey, and then somebody underneath has put correction, he spanks the monkey.
That's hard.
I didn't do either. Didn't do either.
In my bit on a trivia about me, it says, I once aided the RSPCA in saving a goose from a tile shop. I don't remember the event. It's incredibly specific.
What's the point of Wikipedia if people just write it themselves? I think every Wikipedia entry should have to start with "I reckon."
Probably.
Yeah.
Do you know
On
what?
the balance
Somebody
of
else.
possibilities.
I've just remembered another. This is a creepy thing that somebody put on my Wikipedia. They said of me, he looks like the kind of straight bloke that would be quite good at gay sex. I'll be honest, when I read that, I did go, get in. But he went on to say, but he looks like he'd cry afterwards. So there's part of me now that wants to find a gay man to test the theory. So if there's any out there, bring it.
I suspect there will be a few out there.
Yeah.
Probably about 1/5. What honour was the actor Nicolas Cage given this year?
Oh, Nicolas Cage, right? He's actually going to be able to turn the Christmas lights on in Bath.
This, by the way, aren't the lights in Bath. This is...
Apparently, what happened was...
Those are the lights in Dundee.
Somebody actually put a note through his door. He's got a house in Bath, and he's agreed to turn on the lights. I put a note through Cheryl Cole's door, and apparently that's a matter for the police.
Do you know what's really weird about this story?
Not only is it incredible that they've got Nicolas Cage to do it, but also there must have been an incredibly uneasy phone call to Barry Chuckle. Yeah, sorry, Barry, Nicolas Cage is doing it.
Well,
maybe they gave him a part in an action movie where he knocks out Vin Diesel by turning round quickly with a plank.
Do you know what's really awkward about this story? This is genuinely true. Until last week, I was doing it.
Really?
I was there. Yeah. And then from nowhere, Cage has just jumped. It's not funny. All my